Time is money and money is time. Have you heard that? Like, that's one of the things that I've heard. I even say it, and I've told people like that. I'm like, bro, man, time is money and money is time, man. I can't waste my time, man. I'm gonna need some money in exchange for it. And so I had to get out of that idea of things because reason being is because time is not actually money. Like, you basically saying time equals money, which is not true. Like, I believe in what makes sense. This makes sense. Time is greater than money. Money is just a tool. And this is one of the things I'm going to touch on today of why, time is not money and just why the most valuable thing you have is time. And overall, the things that we do every day revolves around us giving up our time, you know what I mean? Or trading our time for that experience. We trade our time for money, starting off when, in this capitalist society every single day, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I come from this mentality and I come from the background of just like, hustle, hustle, hustle. And I'm like, which is good for a certain period of time. But do I want to hustle or like trade my time for money all the time? Why don't I free use money to gain leverage and gain back, freedom of my time so I can be free to create how I want my life to be within that time versus trading hours and hours of time to a job that I don't truly love or want to do for a long period of time. Like, this is kind of things that we have to unlearn and relearn or just bring to our conscious mind, because our subconscious mind is just moving on a hamster wheel. It's just constantly going to do the automatic things that it already knows. And so I had to realize, and I'm starting to realize, that sooner or later I'm gonna have to come to a point to where, and which is sooner or later, which is now, I come to a point to where, man, understanding that money is just a tool. Money, it gives you choices. It gives you some options. But the real rich and the real wealthiness that you will always have is doing the most with your time. Obviously, we don't know how long we gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, time is where, that's the whole point. We don't know how long we gonna be here. So why don't we, that's the whole thing about time that is so valuable. And not time in terms of like clock, tick tock, like just experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to change our outlook at how time looks, because we've been programmed to look at time at a certain way to stress us, to cause us to then think that money is what we got to chase in order to get, in order to equivalent to our time, when it doesn't even equivalent. We should be using money as leverage, making that money. I heard somebody say, like, make money babies, like use your money to make more money and let it work on its own versus you trading your time. And so I heard this way of thinking. I've heard this from a YouTuber entrepreneur by the name of Myron Golden. Bro, strong black brother. Like, he taps into it for real. And just by the way, I'm suggesting or just mentioning that person, understand, like, you have to expose yourself to new ideals, new perspectives, whether or not you like it or not, whether or not it is not accustomed to you, because it's gonna come a time where you're gonna be like, dang, man, I should have did this, or I should have did that, or I should have been doing more of this instead of that. And so a lot of times we always regret about the time that we wasted. So that's why I just want to really break down why time is not money. Why we're in this this program, in this rat race, or in this trap to where we got to go to college, because 9 times out of 10, like a lot of people who went to or in college, you know, they go into debt thinking that that job, which is you trading your time for money, not you having money work for you as a leverage. You are in a position to where you got to pay back a lot of debt, to where a certain profession may be oversaturated, or overpopulated, to where you may not have a job. You know what I'm saying? So I think for sure the entrepreneurs, the true wealth and rich people, are going to be the ones who will always stay on top for that reason. But at the same time, that's where we got to understand, we got to change our psychology of money, how we see things as far as with money, so we can buy back our time. Speaking on money, we look at it as evil, just due to the fact of what's been displayed on television, day in movies, you know what I'm saying, commercials, cartoons, day in and day out, about, like, say for instance, prime example, Spider-Man, Green Goblin. Green Goblin, who was his enemy, and he was rich. You know what I'm saying? Lex Luthor, Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were the owners, or the big people with the most money, were depicted as evil. And don't get me wrong, there are certain people who are in great powers, or elites who have the most money, who do things that you don't want to do. But we can, we understand that we can't move in this world without money. And so we could change the outlook and how you see it. It's just a matter of you staying true to yourself, having faith in yourself, believing in yourself, and believing in the Most High, that you will do the right thing. Once you feel it, you can feel it, you can spiritually feel it, you can mentally feel it, when you're doing something right or wrong. But understand that time is the most valuable thing you have. You can't get it back. You got to understand that people I'm starting to feel like I'm cherishing my time even more, because I know that once you can't get that time back, man. Like, you really cannot. And so understand that if you're going to do something, do it with the intentions of, once you start thinking about serving the masses, once you create an idea, or you create a type of service or a purpose in life, to where, because usually when you have a true purpose, it's meant to serve the masses, because that's what they need. You know what I mean? Once you come to that point, you'll then acquire riches. You will then acquire true prosperity and wealth, in a way that you can look at time being greater than money. Not time is money. You don't want to physically have to continuously trade your time to an unfulfilling cause in your creation, in your perspective, for money. So understand that your time is more valuable than money. It's greater than money. It's not money. Money is it really has, we create that money, we create value to that money based on what we're providing to the world. So that's just like a little mental shift that I just wanted to touch on. Really, is just understanding that the power of your words, man. That simple saying, like, yeah, man, time is money and money is time. So you basically tell yourself, like, long as I'm trading my time to go hustle and absorb, hustle for money, versus, it's just a way of thinking, a way of being, a way of saying things. You gotta get to the root of things, the true meaning. Define everything you say, unlearn and relearn, question everything. This is just part of the journey. We gotta be willing to. One of the top things is that people like to do a lot. We like to question or whine or complain about our situations, but we do absolutely nothing with our time other than using it to go out just because I'm having a hard time, versus, man, I'm going to use my time to and I'm going to use my money and my time as a certain type of leverage, so I can have a certain type of purpose, a certain type of way of life, so I can have my time to really create what is needed in this life. And you'll know when you tap in with yourself. So understand that money is less than time. Time is greater than money. Remember that. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. Choose it, use it, produce it, whatever within that time wisely. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. All love.